Again, well, here's another really interesting article that was sent to me by that same loyal viewer. The Muslim Brotherhood / Democratic Party of the Middle East. Well, the fact is there are tremendous similarities. It talks about what I've talked about in countless videos, which is that the Democrats gave birth to the Ku Klux Klan, one of the most violent and racist organizations in American history, in an attempt to terrorize and intimidate black Americans to remain on the plantation in actual, if not legal, slavery. That was taken right off of the article. Here's a couple of other pieces of information that I'm going to take off the article. The Muslim Brotherhood gave birth to Al-Qaeda in an attempt to terrorize and intimidate everyone to remain on the plantation, as defined by Sharia law. Now, here's a couple of interesting similarities. Both organizations are political, period. Both organizations have a history of using violence to force their will on others. No big surprise there. Both organizations currently use their political clout to enable and disable entitlements. Does any of this sound sort of familiar to what the Klan's doing? Both organizations have willingly discarded any allegiance to the truth. Both organizations depend heavily on the ignorance of the masses to support their quest of free people everywhere. Actually, it's their conquest, not quest. I apologize. Both organizations have, quote, declared war, end of quote, on America. At least the Muslim Brotherhood has the courage to do it overtly, while the Democratic Party does it covertly. Both organizations back Barack Obama, reportedly financing as well as politically. Now, the Muslim Brotherhood was, quote, born, end of quote, in Egypt in 1928. The Muslim Brotherhood was declared a terrorist organization by Egypt in 2013, the country that has known them the longest. Now, what you also need to appreciate is that in this country, there was a time that what Barack Hussein Obama is doing, which is funding, training, equipping the enemies of America, was considered to be treasonous. Now, go look up the definition of treason. You don't even have to, just like one of my videos that I made on that exact topic. What Obama and his administration are doing is without a doubt treasonous. Now, should he be impeached? Well, if he were a president, I'd say yes. But since I don't believe that he's ever been eligible to be president, you look at the Constitution, and it sort of requires that both parents are Americans. He says that his papa was Barack Sr., who was a British subject. According to the British Subject Act of 1948, you are what your papa is, so that makes him a British subject. The Constitution prohibits someone that has or might have an allegiance to another foreign nation to be in the Oval Office. So what the hell's wrong with Congress? What the hell are they waiting for? This dope needs to be dragged out of the White House by his big floppy ears in handcuffs and a waist chain and tried for what? Well, among a whole lot of other crimes, treason would suffice. And you know what the punishment for treason is? Assuming, of course, that he's found guilty, to be hung by the neck until he's dead. Now, I gotta believe that since many people were involved in this treasonous act being committed, they too need to be tried. And they too, if found guilty, need to be hung by the neck until they too are dead. So what do you think? I sort of told you what I think.